Ready for an adventure? I am! Yay! I'm so happy!
Konnichiwa minasan, genki desu ka? I'm Dave, and today we're going to be taking a look at the pure and innocent Elise from Fire Emblem Fates. The youngest of the Norian royal family, Elise is kind-hearted and will do anything to protect her family. Despite being so young and juvenile, Elise has shown herself to be very brave and courageous when it mattered most. Here is Elise unboxed, and starting off with her faceplates, she's got 3 expressions, first of which is her standard expression, followed by her second expression, which is a bright and cheery smile, and her third expression, which is by far my favorite. Her cheeks are puffed up because she is so angry, and this is easily one of my favorite anime tropey expressions. It is so adorable. As for accessories, this is where Elise really shines. She comes with a very beautiful brown horse, just like Sheeta, who came with a Pegasus of her own. Elise has her horse by her side, and it is so cool. This horse is actually even more detailed than Sheeta's horse is, but of course Sheeta's horse was a Pegasus, so that one had wings. As for other accessories, Elise also comes with her magical staff, which is actually detailed in itself and really cool looking, as well as a battle effect part to show off that staff being used, and this is a really magical part, and it is so cool. Elise also comes with an extra large base to fit her and her horse, as well as several shoulder pieces and hand pieces to switch out. So enough talk, let's go ahead and see Elise in all of her adorable poses. Here is Elise's first pose, and she has her magical staff in the air and she is on her horse ready to heal some bitches on the battlefield. And damn, this Nendoroid looks so freaking cool. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Elise or Fire Emblem in general, Fire Emblem characters have several classes that they can be, and in Elise's case, she is in the Troubadour class, which essentially means she is a healer on a horse. At least that's what the internet tells me, because I've never actually played Fire Emblem Fates. Ugh, I know. And what's cool about the Troubadour class is that she can actually upgrade to another class where she's riding a dragon instead of a horse, and now that would be a freaking awesome Nendoroid accessory. Now if you're thinking, Dave, this must have been a pain putting this Nendoroid together, well, you'd be right. Just like Sheeta, this was kind of difficult to do, but the more you do it, the more you get used to putting her parts together, the easier it becomes, but it is still mildly frustrating and annoying. So in order to put Elise on her horse, you're gonna have to remove the saddle and put on another piece on there instead, and then she has a special stand to put in her back, and you would connect that stand from her back to the tail of the horse, and then the tail of the horse connects them and leaves them in place. So it's not too bad, but it can get annoying and parts will fall off now and then. And before you even start to put Elise on the horse, you're going to want to make sure the horse is on the base first, because that's going to give her that sturdiness so that it's easier to connect her later on. Here is Elise's second pose, and now she is actually using her magical staff, giving off those beautiful magical girl vibes. And Elise is just so freaking cute in this pose. I love this pose. I love the effect part and the way the yellow kind of just blends in with the effect, and also has these awesome stars and twinkles in the effect, which looks so nice. Overall, this is just an amazing pose, and kind of the main reason I ended up picking up this Nendoroid. I just couldn't resist such a beautiful magical girl. Now you think this pose wouldn't be too hard to put together, but it actually was, and that's because Elise has so many shoulder parts that it's actually pretty confusing about which shoulder parts go for which pose. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error, and eventually you're going to get it, but it's going to take some time, and her arms are just going to keep falling off anyway. And another note, to put the magical effect part on the staff, you just remove the middle piece in the staff, and in order to put the staff in her hand, you actually have to remove the end piece, and that is how you put everything together. And for Elise's final pose, it's the pose we all know and love, her puffed up cheeks, I'm angry at you Oni-chan face. And this is such an adorable pose. Don't you love it when anime characters just do that? I mean, sure, it's totally anime tropey and kind of annoying, but it is still freaking adorable, and it looks so cute on Elise. Now this Nendoroid is just so awesome and so detailed. I love all the details in her battle dress, I guess you would call it. And there's just like all these little intricacies in her dress, even down to her stockings where she has these little bows. One of them's painted on and the other one is actually a piece on her leg, and that just looks so nice. And I really just love the mixture of black and pink. That looks really nice together, as well as her two humongous twin tails. They look so nice, and I love the purple stripe going around her twin tails. It looks so cute. And another thing to note is that these two bows on her hair actually are attached to her front hairpiece, and that actually does work pretty well. Overall, I love this Nendoroid, and even though she is annoying to put together and her parts constantly keep falling off, and I've never played Fire Emblem Fates either, I think her design is top notch and she just looks so adorable put together. And some of her poses are so cool, and I'm gonna have a fun time displaying her with my other Nendoroids. And even though it's not gonna be fun putting her together, she is gonna look great overall once I have her displayed. And as I mentioned earlier, I did do a review for Nendoroid Sheeta, also from Fire Emblem, so if you have not seen that review, go ahead and click up here at the top. Alright, so that is gonna do it for me here today. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Jane!
I promise to be a great wife. I love you more than anything ever. Promise we'll always be close like this, okay? And I promise to never let anyone hurt you, even if I have to beat them up. We should play together more often. You want to kiss me? Okay, I'll close my eyes. That was kind of amazing. Never leave me.
Oh, before I go, you know what I love about Fire Emblem? It's that female characters have like real battle armor, and they don't just have all this useless cleavage hanging out. I mean, look at Sheeta. She has real armor and she looks so cool. And Elise has this battle dress that looks so cute. And look at... Oh. Never mind.